This is ridiculous. There you go, pork ribs oil cooler protector. And good afternoon everyone. So hey, a glorious day here, but still a bit cold. It was like -2 and the roads are full of salt. Let's fix some things on the bike, and I have something on the hand grips to glue. We're gonna fix that today, and we're gonna put some oil cooler protector as well. So let's do this today then, shall we? So I hope you can see me fine anyway, because there's some lights behind me. But here we are next to Alma. She's looking very nice and clean. As you can see, it was clean the other day after our ride to the Green Valley. All the salt was removed. Well, actually there was no salt on the road on that time, but the rest of the day. I just wanted to show you something. I'm not even sure if you can see this correctly or not, but if you notice, the road is like white. This is white because that's the salt they put on the road. There you go, I have like some... they're putting way too much salt now. Way too much salt. So, first thing we're gonna fix is this thing here. As you can see, well, it looks fine to you, doesn't it? But as soon as I do this, it comes out very easily, and I don't like that. I spoke with a Harley mechanic, Rev'it at Nevada Harley-Davidson, and he said I can glue this one. Try not to use like a super glue or anything, but I can do it, because that happened to me twice already. Well, I was actually stopped, so that wasn't too bad. I noticed my glove slipped like to the side like this, and this came out, and that's not good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some glue here and here, and put something here to hold this in place like this, so that it settles correctly overnight or something. There you go, that's what we are doing. Just a bit of glue here and a tiny bit here as well. Let's try and line up this as good as possible. There you go, you heard the click. Of course there's some glue here, we need to clean that, and let's put, I have my rock straps here that will do the trick to hold this in place. There you go, that's the way it will be. So now, as you can see, this is not yet flushed. I don't know if you can see it correctly, so I just need to adjust this to make sure it gets as flushed as possible. Put this one here on top, and I'll make sure it is nice and tight. There you go. So as you can see, there's barely no gap there. I'm not entirely sure if this is focusing right or not, but I'm gonna leave this overnight, and tomorrow it will be ready. Rock straps, those things are brilliant for everything, for you to strap things on the bike, and well, for things like this. Quite nice. Now that we sorted this, we are gonna remove the plastic cover that or trim that is there for the oil cooler. That's what we need to remove, just this. And there is just one screw here that we need to undo, and this will come off. There is already like some nicks from rocks and all that, so that was something I should have done straight from the beginning, but it is still in one piece, so let's protect whatever is left, which is pretty much everything. See if I can show you this. Again, doing this one hand is a bit of a nightmare. So the screw is out now, so it should be just a matter of pulling this up. There you go. Those two are plastic things there, so it needs to go in, and there you go. Whew. Oh, it's a bit filthy there. So I'll make sure to clean a bit of that before putting the plastic cover in place.
1 hour later.
What we're gonna do first, we are gonna create a template for this, because we want to cover all this area here. What I have here is actually well, smoky barbecue pork ribs. So this will be bloody hell, I could have got something else, but this will be what I'll be making my template with. Let me just say, I'm not that good with DIY, okay, so this might take a while. That's more or less our template here. I'm gonna start cutting by the outer lines here, and then what I'm gonna do after that is try to create some indentations on the template to so it goes around those rubber pieces here, and then goes slightly in there, and a bit around the thing for the screw. Let me just start with the top there, maybe like here and like here, like this. Again, I don't have a clue of what I'm doing, but we are gonna do this. It's gonna work. Well, it's not too bad. That wasn't exactly what I wanted to do. I cut the wrong one. It's not actually too bad. If it goes like this, it will be all right. Let's try and mark those bits here, like this, like this. Okay, let's see if I can cut like along the line, like so. Maybe that will be the easiest way to go about, and I hope you can still see what I'm doing. There, here, more or less, give or take, here, and here. That's it. See, that's all good. What I'm gonna do now is do the same on this side, and then after that is done, I'm gonna do this part here. It's right here. There you go. So if I mark here, I just need to make sure then when I cut the actual sheet, I have enough clearance for the screw to go in. There you go. That will be it. This is ridiculous. There you go. Pork ribs oil cooler protector. That actually looks good, eh? Now that we have this done, it is time to get the template, right? And transfer it to the actual mesh that we have there. Okay, let's do this. I have my wee mesh here. By the way, Martin, my man, thank you very much for these. Martin is from the Dunedin chapter. He got this to me. He has that on his Sport Glide as well, and he was like, oh, do you want some? I have some extra. Like, hell yeah, I do. So yeah, let's do this. So I'm gonna use this massive thingy. Let's start here on the bottom. See if I can cut this on a nice straight line. It will be quick to cut, but then I might need to make adjustments. Try my best to cut this on a straight line, but as I said, I'm not that good with DIY stuff. It will be nice to use some safety glasses during this process. See, it's already not too bad. So it is kind of following the lines here. So I just need to complete the cuts. Well, I guess that's it done. So time to paint this in black, and it will be ready then to mount on a bike tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna do this today whatsoever, but gonna paint this now. All right, let's do this. I have the surface here more or less cleaned, and I have this gloss black engine paint thingy. First step is to shake this a lot. We are gonna let this stay here for a wee while, and then we are gonna turn it over and do the other part. Hopefully that will work fine. All right,
A few moments later.
let's do this. There you go. So I'm gonna let this dry another half an hour or so, and then I'll be back and give another hand.
A few moments later.
I'm gonna go for the second hand of this thing first, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise this a bit like this, so that the middle part doesn't touch the cardboard. There's like a wee mark there, I don't know if you can see or not, but hopefully this way that mark will disappear. Okay, let's go again. Okay, and we wait once again for this to dry, another 20 minutes or so.
A few moments later.
Here we are again, getting this ready for the last coat, and so there is this imperfections here, and what it is because this middle was actually sat on the cardboard, I was getting paint here that was solidifying. So what I'm gonna do is use this needle to just pierce through that, so to remove that extra paint there, so it will then be smooth. I basically end up using a toothpick. Was easier, slightly wider and all that. That did the trick. So now I'm just gonna add the last coat, and that's it. Let it dry, and then it's quite late already, so tomorrow I will put that on the bike. Right. Ooh, my hands are so cold, man. The temperature is dropping quite a bit. As I said, like at the beginning of the video, it was lovely, sunny, but it was cold. It was getting very cold, and now, ooh, look at my hands, man. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, some mistakes were made during this, but I told you at the beginning that I'm no pro whatsoever. I'm terrible at those things of DIY and things like that. But well, it is done. We're gonna let this dry, and tomorrow morning we're gonna put that on the bike and see if the end of the hand grip is now secured. Anyway, so now with the power of edition, let's go to the next day.
Early the next morning.
That's the morning after, so we are here with Alma already. So let's see first if this thing worked or not. It is still in place, so that was good, survived the night. So I'm gonna remove that and see if this is not moving anymore. There you go. I had to switch off the camera because otherwise this would just fly off. But yeah, much better. It's not moving away. It's right where it's supposed to be, nice and flushed, and this moves freely, of course, because that was just the cover there. Happy days, guys, eh? I'm very pleased with it. That's the mesh already done. That's the screw there in place. So I'm gonna need to do this off camera because I don't really have a tripod or anything, but top goes first and then we do the bottom. Basically the reverse process that you saw at the beginning of the video. I'll do this and I'll come back to you in just a second. My friend, that's it, that's done. Let me show you how it is. So there you go. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but anyway, I'll try my best. So that's the mesh here on the front. So of course the whole cooler would be will be a bit more protected now. So it's actually quite nice. I like the look of it. So the screw is done there. It is those two plastic bits. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. So everything is where it is meant to be. Probably indoors is not the best way for you to actually see that. So in the next video I might talk about all the modifications I have done to Alma so far, just to do something in a bit more detail with links and all that. Well, my friends, that's it. Lots of mistakes done, as I said at the beginning, but I'm terrible at DIY, but we managed to do it. It's done and doesn't really look that bad. If I was to do it again, of course I would know some things to avoid and all that, and it would look slightly better, but as it is, looks quite nice. So I'll let you guys be. Thank you very much for watching. Ride safe, stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Rock on.